face-off again, and we'll see what happens. UCC won the first face-off, but St. Mike's won the latest one.
Lining up again, and here's St. Mike's, another strong victory. Not much contest there, as they once again get it into the attacking zone before it's stick checked away. The ball's bouncing around a little bit, and it will bounce out of bounds. So we will have a continuation of play here, as UCC now is in their own attacking zone. They're trying to work the ball around the outside, trying to get some movement out of the St. Michael's defenders, trying to open up some pockets, potentially. Moving it around here. Not really too much opening up here for UCC on the attack. As we see number 28 trying to get something going for his squad, but having to pass it off. Number 14 now sends it across. Number 7 trying to work it around. A lot of movement from UCC, but they're really just not able to get the St. Mike's defenders out of their positions. Strong defensive play.
Oh.
Ball is just off your screen to the right there, as looked like St. Mike has regained possession of the ball. And we have a quick change here from St. Mike as fresh legs come on in number 29. He's gonna look to bring the ball out, get a couple stick checks.
Oh, spin move.
And he's able to gain control in the St. Mike's attacking zone. And St. Mike's working the ball around slowly now, trying to regain a bit of a breath here so that they can start a fresh attack. We have number 30 trying to work on the defender, trying to get around. He throws a shot on net, and that looks like that one in.
Another
3
goal.
shots and 3 goals. The UCC goaltender not having a great start to his day.
Not at all. 3-0. No answer by UCC so far. And we'll see what happens at the next face-off. It is 2-1 in the face-off area today for St. Michael's. But we still got a lot of game left to play. Still in the first quarter. And we'll see what happens next. The face-off is just starting now. And it is won by St. Michael's.
It went back the direction of UCC, but St. Mike's center there, fighting hard to get to that ball as St. Mike's gains possession in their defensive zone as they look to break it out now and get in transition into the attacking zone, and they will do so successfully.
No real stoppages of play other than the goals today, so it's real athleticism showing for the lacrosse players today.
It's going to turn into an endurance game for sure between these two teams. As we have St. Mike's once again in the attacking zone. Some good offensive pressure here early on in this game. Try to grind down the defenders of UCC for long-term success. They have a quick break through the middle, but they will pass it behind, looking for an outlet in front, and he gets the pass, and the shot is wide of the mark.
First miss of the day for St. Mike's.
And it looks like we're waiting now for the ball to get back into play. And that's what we will have.
It is St. Mike's ball. He breaks the ankles
St. Mike's
of the
behind the net.
UCC player.
Turning off the defender there, trying to look, going around the ref, giving him a hard time. Pass it to the far side. As we're now circulating back around the net, back up top. Trying to get some good ball movement, try to throw off the UCC defenders. As a quick shot thrown
stopped
on net, but it is blocked by one of the UCC defenders.
3 for 5 today on shot. St. Mike's going pretty well for them. Already up 3-0.
And St. Mike still with the offensive zone possession. moving around up top. Ooh, some quick moves from the midfielder. And now trying to work it down low is number 9 of St. Mike. Pass it back to number 7. Tries to open up a gap for a shot, but is unsuccessful. Moved back with the ball now, and an intercepted pass there from UCC defender number 17 with that long pole, as they are now trying to get the ball out and get it into their attacking zone. And it looks like they will do so successfully, as we have some good contact there between UCC and St. Mike's. A bit of a scrum.
And it's out of play. UCC is getting the ball. Bring it back in and see if they can get on the scoreboard. First down play.
Working it around now. At the top of the offensive zone here for UCC as they look to try to equalize the score here, down 3-0 early on.
Yeah. And it looks like it is UCC ball. They're bringing it around. Trying to set up a play here. Like I said, trying to get on the scoreboard.
A bit of a pick there set by UCC, not able to get anything out of it, as they'll surely try to condense the zone here a little bit as they try to even out. See a quick rush to the middle, and he is hit hard as he tries to enter the front of the net, as the St. Mike defenders were not a fan of that and dropped him. The ball exits to the outside of the zone once more. UCC having to start from scratch and work it from the outside and try to get that ball going in. We see number 28 here with the ball for UCC in dark, trying to make some moves on the St. Mike's defender. Ooh, he gets him off him a little bit, but help comes for that defender, and he's gonna have to bail the ball out, as once again having to loop back and try to get a new angle of attack. And this is pretty much all we've seen from the UCC offense so far today. They've only had a few moments in their offensive zone. However, they've had a really hard time getting the ball towards the net, getting the ball through St. Michael's defenders. And they're able to do just that right here, but the ball is deflected away from the St. Michael's net.
It is still UCC's ball. They get to keep the possession at least. Like I said,
Once again, bringing it back here, as the St. Mike's defender winds up on the field,
first score of the day.
and they're able to actually score off of that error there from the St. Michael's defender, not quite able to stay with his man.
Just not focused on that play, St. Michael's. But it is 3-1 for St. Mike's. They get to keep the lead. 3-1 for the Blue Gales.
And that's a way to try to start to crawl back into this game here for UCC.
They had a long possession there.
They were finally able to get something going, but you just saw how long it took them to finally crack through that St. Michael's defense. And that's only been their second offensive chance so far today. The second time they've been in the zone at all. And it took them that long to score on the brick wall of a defense. That's going to be concerning for the UCC coaches as this game goes on. And it appears we either have a timeout or a end of the first quarter potentially. We approaching that time of the game. We apologize for the scoreboard. We can't quite see the time or the quarter. We will try to get that fixed for you as soon as we can. As you see, UCC is huddling, trying to talk about how they can start to make progress against the St. Michael's defense, because they were just absolutely bombarded on their defensive end, leading to the 3-0 lead on the part of the St. Michael's Junior Gales. Able to crawl back a little bit though by the end of the quarter. That's good to see. Not all hope is lost. And that one goal is really all you need to keep your hopes up, to keep a bit of the momentum, and not let it get too out of hand for the St. Mike Gales, who have a really potent offense, as we've seen so far.
UCC just breaking from their huddle now. They might be already ready to go. Just UCC taking a little bit more time. But I think it is the end of the first quarter, right? Yep. That what we're
Yes, it appears we do have a swapping of sides. So we will be moving on to the second quarter here.
Yes.
And this is something that we're gonna have a bit of a better view of UCC's offensive attack now, as they're gonna hope to
What did you
spend a
say?
little more time in that zone, as obviously they struggled quite a bit to get it out of their zone,
they managed to
resulting
get
in the three shots and great offensive ball movement as we have the face-off to start this quarter here, and we have an excellent job here by that small pole midi there on the side of the Gales, as they're able to win that face-off and
4-1.
bring it into their attacking zone for a small bit until UCC was able to get the ball back quickly. So already a better defensive showing from UCC, able to get the ball away from the Gales and return to their offensive side as they look to equalize the score here in the second half.
A good opportunity for UCC here, getting the quarter started off right for them.
Trying to break through the middle, lots of body contact onto the UCC attacker.
But it's a good goal for UCC, and it's 3-2. Wow.
2 quick goals, and it's a whole new game now.
Playing through the
A
contact.
very promising start for St. Mike's. A very promising start there for St. Mike's. But that's 2 quick goals at the end of the first and start of the second to get UCC back within 1 goal. Now down only 3-2.
We have another face-off. 3-2 for the St. Michael's Junior Blue Gales. And another face-off.
And what a quick shoot up there from the St. Mike's center as he's able to get it back to his fellow midfielders, and they're able to get the ball into their offensive zone as
First
they will
time
now
in the
look to
offensive zone.
rebuild that lead that they once had and cherished.
So 3-2 for St. Michael. 3-2 for St. Michael's. First time in the offensive zone since the last quarter. Last time they scored.
And we will get that scoreboard fixed for you in just a moment. It is 3-2 for St. Mike's, as St. Mike's is now in the offensive zone trying to extend their lead, but they will cough up the ball. And a quick transition here by number 19. A defender actually rushing through to get the ball out, as he will now look to go swap for a midfielder, get more offensive power in their zone, trying to tie up the game here. We have some stick checks here from St. Mike's, and now that will cause a quick penalty, and UCC will start up the ball again in just a moment.
I can do close-ups.
UCC starting up once again at the top of their zone, working it around this little umbrella strategy we have here, looking if they can open up any pockets for any offense to break through. And a great turnover there, or a steal rather, by the St. Mike's midfielder. He's able to go 1v2 and strip the ball away still and get it into their attacking zone.
Great steal by the Blue Gales. And we'll see if they can shift the momentum back to their side after the 3 goal by UCC.
And a quick offensive break through the middle.
And that's a good
quick
goal.
shot, and that is a goal to extend the lead back to 2 goals. An excellent line of attack there. They work
Saw
the
the
ball
pocket.
around, and they bring it out a bit of an unorthodox angle there from almost like the back corner of the field, but able to grind to the just in front of the net and able to get a good goal there.
They had a quick little set play, but then the attacker found the pocket and was managed to get in there and score. So 4-2 for St. Mike's. After that steal earlier that possession. Really shifted.
Now lining up here for the face-off once more. Got number 19 of UCC versus number 66 of St. Mike's. And that was a pretty uncontested win there for St. Mike's. UCC centerman not looking to get too down and dirty with the opposing larger center, as UCC is able to get the ball back off the draw and bring it into their attacking zone. Working the ball up the side here now. UCC trying to, again, get some movement out of these defenders. Trying to open up some pockets in the defense that has been pretty solid today. A few small lapses, but other than that has been hard to penetrate. As you have a quick rush here from one of the UCC midfielders, and he will take a shot a little over the net and out of play, resulting in St. Mike ball. St. Mike now looking to rush it quickly into the attacking zone, and that will be successfully done by number 2 of St. Mike's as he plows through body contact from the UCC midfielder.
Right before he goes off substitution. Big hit. End his shift very well.
And UCC will pick up the ball, but a great stick check there by the St. Mike's midfielder as he's able to take the ball and bring it back into their own offensive zone as they get some fresh legs out there to hope to rejuvenate this attack.
Great steal. Seems like the momentum shift back to the junior Blue Bears. Doing very well to keep possession this quarter.
Working it slowly up top. Just trying to organize everyone to their set play. You can see their attack has changed a little bit. Instead of a man waiting in front, that man is now waiting behind the net to formulate a big circle around the defenders and around the net. And some progress made towards the net there from St. Mike's. And it looks like they're able to score once again.
5-2.
Restoring their lead to 3 goals.
Yeah.
And that was just a great job from St. Mike's. They worked it all the way around their circle there and were able to eventually find a gap, break through, and get a nice quick shot on the net. The UCC goalie having a bit of a hard day today. Hasn't recorded a save quite yet.
They recorded one.
No, that was a deflection off of a defender. So
Another face-off. All of them have been won by St. Mike's except for that first one at the beginning of the game. We'll see what happens here.
and nice and low to the turf. We have number 66 for St. Mike's once again winning that. And that will be St. Mike's breaking it into the attacking zone. As we have quick substitution by the midfielders to get a short pull out there, as the other two will follow suit shortly after. And they will look to set up this attack as the ball circulates around behind the net of UCC. As you're able to see how spread out their defense is being forced to play here with this circle attack from St. Mike's. As now multiple players going multiple directions, causing some chaos between the defenders. As they have, you see how much space St. Mike's is able to occupy here as when one person with the ball attacks towards the net, you see all 5 other forward all trying to cause pressure and work their way and take away space from UCC. And it looks like that shot will be picked up by UCC and brought out of the zone. Not to some St. Mike's resistance, though, that are able to prevent it from getting out. Some excellent play by the midfielders in trapping UCC inside their own defensive zone. Working the ball outside once more.
Trying to set up a play, see if they can extend the lead once more. 4, biggest lead of the game. If they score right here.
As you can see, different members of the St. Mike circle there on the attack, working their way in and cutting across, trying to draw defenders, cause some miscommunication between them. As St. Mike's attempts a nice fast break, and they're not quite able to get a shot off. It appears as they keep having to bring it around. Comes back up top as they look to reset here. Try to run another play, try to open up the more pockets in this UCC defense that has had a rough start to the day here, allowing 5 goals to St. Mike's defense's mere 2. As you see, lots of movement here from the Gales, trying to cause some miscommunication, and they do just that. An excellent play.
Another point.
St. Michael's midfielder breaking through into the middle, right into the slot there in front of the net, uncovered by the defenders as they had some miscommunications, as they had all the attackers were swarming them, coming from all different angles.
6-2 for the Junior Blue Gales. And this is just what we were talking about before, setting up the play, passing it around, waiting for the good opportunity to get in and score. Wow. A 3-0 run for St. Mike's after the 2 points by UCC to end the first and start the second.
Another face-off win by St. Mike's. As the St. Mike's center has had a lot more success, going a lot closer down to the turf, able to grind out those victories and give his team possession. And I think that's been a big area of demise for UCC, as they've just been trapped in their defensive zone so many times, as they just can't get the face-off victories. As St. Mike's is working it around, quick cut to the middle and a shot attempt, and it looks like that one just missed the mark, not quite landing on the net. As we have the ball now coming from behind the net, and it appears we have UCC able to get the ball out of their zone.
But tied up after the breakout by the defenders. Tucked out, passes it on. Who has the ball? You know?
It looks like St. Mike's will get the ball as it was out of bounds on UCC, and they will look to quickly bring it right back out of their defensive zone. And they would do so successfully with one nice long pass.
Great
and an
spin
excellent
move.
spin move by number 29. He cuts through the middle, shot, and he misses the net on that
Just
shot. An
over.
excellent play of that. Had all 6 defenders all gravitating towards him. Maybe if he
goalie-
passed that one off.
The goalie talking about some lack of communication there, trying to get his defenders to the right area. Doesn't know how St. Mike's was really able to get in there. It's defenders able to provide an extra goal. But we'll see. And that ends the second quarter, and we're into halftime. And it's 6-2 for the Junior Blue Gales. Nick, what do you think about this game so far?
As the teams will be huddling to talk about their successes and failures, we saw really a big thing with lacrosse is that the face-offs are very, very important.
Yeah.
Because after you have possession, it's very hard to lose it, and subsequently very hard to strip the ball away from the other team. And we saw only a single face-off victory there from UCC.
And right at the beginning.
And that was at the beginning. And just St. Mike's just had so much more offensive zone time, a lot more time to attack the UCC goalie.
Set
And
the right play together.
Even if he was having a strong game and he was making some good saves, they would have broken through and still had a lead over UCC. So UCC hasn't really had too much going for them, unfortunately, today. They just need to start to turn around from the defense. They need a couple good defensive stops and carry that aggression forward into the offense, and hopefully get some face-off victories.
They had a bit of momentum going for them at the end of the first and carrying through the second.
They did. They were able to finally get their first goal. That's right.
First 2, but fortunately, St. Mike's was able to stop it and get a couple points back. extending the lead to 4 now, 6-2 for the Junior Blue Gales. Looking like a good game.
That is right, and we've seen a lot of offensive zone success here from St. Mike's. They've had a number of different setups, mostly centered around having at least 5 players wrapped around in like an umbrella-like shape around the net. And then they've been moving that 6th man around a little bit, sometimes behind the net, sometimes in front, sometimes off to the side. Trying to cut in, exactly. And I think that we've seen St. Mike's do a lot more than UCC. Every time they work the ball around and finally find a gap, that player will try to charge through the middle. And every time that happens on the St. Mike's side, you see all 5 other players all start moving around, all start to open up, start to cause a little commotion on the UCC defense side. And we've seen a number of times some miscommunications and some pockets open up here for St. Mike's as a result. Where on the UCC side, whenever one player is trying to grind in towards the net, trying to drive the net, there's not quite as much movement.
Yeah.
And St. Mike's is able to collapse onto him, get some body contact onto him, and subsequently have had much more success on the defensive side of the ball.
So it's looking like a game of the set plays, trying to get the longest possession, see when you can set up the right play, as St. Mike's is so easily able to do, I think. Getting ready just to find that way to penetrate the defense and score the point. 6-2. Wow.
Yep, that's right. We've seen, just in general, a lot more success on their end. They've really just dominated every portion of this game. Face-off circle, offense, defense. We even have more saves from the St. Mike's goalie, although he hasn't had to make too many. Only had a few shots so far. So we just need to see from UCC if they want to stay in this game, they want to win. Obviously, playoffs coming up soon, so they're going to want to try to get some good seeding for that. We will need to see them start to work more together as a team, because they
just hasn't been there.
On the offense, they just haven't quite had that teamwork and that chemistry there. And then on the defense, they've just been miscommunicating a bit too much, not quite on the same page.
So we'll see when the half is over, but for now, it's looking pretty good for St. Michael's. I'm excited. I'm excited for this game, for the second half, and I'm excited for the senior game, which is coming up at what time?
That should start around 4:30. So it looks like we'll have a decent amount of time in between games. However, we still have a whole nother half to get going here. We will see some of the players starting to walk out into the field there.
Yeah, so it's looking like it's just about to start now. And let's get a live look to see when they'll start the second half. Junior Blue Gales versus UCC. Wow. That's looking good. They're ready to start almost, look like.
Yeah, players starting to come onto the field now.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a break for the halftime there, but they're starting to get going now.
Do you think UCC coach addressed the issues that we've been talking about? Must have.
Well, the issues we've seen from UCC, again, it's a lot with their teamwork and their chemistry together, their cohesion. And that's not really something you can just fix with a halftime conversation with your players.
Another face-off won by St. Michael's to start the half. But we'll see how this second half unfolds if UCC is able to bounce back this game. 24 minutes left. Find out what happened.
And St. Mike's, once again, offensive zone time with the ball here. And this just constant attack will pay off for them more and more as we get into the last minutes of the game. Approaching soon. We'll get the scoreboard up for you in just a moment. As St. Mike's working the ball behind the net here. And a good defensive play there on the stick check to guide the ball out of bounds. As UCC will now look get the ball out
of their zone. And we'll see the goalie has it. Pass it forward for an offensive opportunity for UCC.
And you see UCC is able to get it cleanly out of their zone on a fast transition here now, trying to see if they can get some offense going quickly in this third quarter. As you can see a much more restricted arch here from UCC, not trying to give as much space to the St. Michael's defenders. Maybe that they believe that will give them more offensive success, as they do have to bring it out near the top of the zone. So some good aggressive defense early on, still far away from the net. As he tries to work it down, brought behind the net, and circled around. Looks like we have someone running on the field there. A quick stoppage. And we're back in action here, UCC. Bringing it back up once more, number 14, passing it off to his teammate.
A good lengthy possession so far for UCC. Looking like they're finally able to be patient, passing it around, waiting for the good opportunity to get in there. But we'll see how this possession unfolds. Just wide of the net.
And that was a lot better though from UCC. You saw a lot more movement from the other players as the player with the ball was trying to drive into the net. And that's what they need to do to try to open up some gaps in the St. Mike's defense. That's been very strong today. They've been all on the same page. They've been putting the body on some players. Great stick checks all around. That's another shot from UCC that again misses the net. But this is good pressure that will eventually pay off for them. UCC, again, a quick pass to the driving attacker, and he will be able to get that by the goaltender, 6-3. A great play there from UCC, and that's exactly what they need to do that we've been talking about. They need more movement from those without the ball.
Yeah.
And right there, you saw St. Mike's got a little comfy with their lack of it so far in this game.
A little too relaxed
and
defense.
that allowed them to just be burned there quite easily.
Another face-off. Let's see. Nope.
And easy win there for St. Mike's.
Yeah, St. Mike's.
Almost like the UC defender just admitted defeat pretty early on. They're not fighting too hard for it. And that will result in some attacking zone possession for St. Mike's. They make a quick change to a short pole midfielder. Allow for some more offensive maneuverability. But UCC will able to get the ball back, steal the ball away from the St. Michael's attackers as they look to work the ball out of the zone. And a great play there by the goaltender. He faked the rush with the ball across into the midfield, drawing defenders away from his own midfielders to open up the passing lane. And now that results in UCC getting more attack zone time. So a good play by the goalie, who's not had too stellar of a day so far, but a very smart play on his behalf.
And a stoppage in the play there. It's St. Mike's ball.
It's St. Mike's actually with the steal,
Oh.
now coming off the transition, trying to get a fast break to the net, and he'll do so, and he will shoot it pretty far over the net there. Not too far.
Got it right over almost on purpose. I don't know. Maybe he thought his other attacker would be able to get to the ball first after the out of bound, but it is UCC's ball. They're passing it. They get right into the attacking zone, and it goes out of bounds. After a deflected pass. It is St. Mike's ball.
But we've seen a much better job so far from UCC on the defensive side. Some smart plays coming out from some individuals, including that of the goaltender, to allow for some more attack zone time, as we now have St. Mike's. We have number 18 trying to get the ball out of the zone. And it looks like he will do so relatively uncontested as he breaks across St. Michael's M in midfield and will work the ball around the attacking zone as he will switch off the field.
Right out of it. Switch out, gets the fresh legs in for this next possession. Looking like a better set play for St. Mike's this time. Able to keep the ball in a patient manner. Waiting for the best opportunity, which just came, but the shot is just wide of the net. It's back in for St. Michael's.
Circulating
ready.
the ball around.
Yeah. For another opportunity to get in there.
Slow movement as St. Mike's knows that the clock is on their side in this game, trying to burn some time and eventually get to scoring yet another goal and adding to their lead. As we now have a bit of a break here with number 31 as he passes it off, deflected by a UCC defender. An excellent one-handed pickup as it's now a bit of a loose ball as the St. Michael's player gets knocked to the ground amidst 4 UCC defenders, but St. Mike's is able to retain possession and re-stabilize their attack.
Unfortunately, a bad pass, leaving UCC able to pick it up. But another loose ball, St. Mike's picking it up and rushing it in, trying to get a shot early before the defense sets, but the defense set early. And they're setting it up for another play now.
And some movement there toward the UCC net as they're trying to now rotate around. We have several, again, that offense with lots of moving parts. UCC staying with it this time on the defense, as you see number 17 waiting on the ball there. Held by number 7 of UCC, of St. Mike, sorry. As
a
great dish
pass
off and an excellent shot, missing the mark, however. But that was a big wind up there from the St. Michael's player.
A great pass to the open man. Unfortunately, just missed the shot. But it is, St. Mike's is able to keep possession here.
Circulating around, trying to pass it to the middle there, number 7 of St. Mike, but that pass will get through.
Wasn't able to receive the pass there. Too many people around. Not able to see. And a big line change. Big thing. People getting some fresh legs in to begin this next possession for UCC.
That's right, UCC.
First in a couple minutes.
Able to get the ball out of their own zone.
Finally.
Get a bit of an attack going once more as we will be approaching the end of the third quarter. Slowly working the ball around.
Passing it around.
Great cut to the middle, but the shot is wide of the net. And that was a good chance, so that definitely gave a bit of a scare to St. Mike's.
The bad shot. That great pass. Not able to finish there. But they get it around, and they're looking for another opportunity to get in to maybe make the game 6-4. Trying to get it back to their ball lead, to the lead that they had cut before when it was.
And a bit of chaos there in front of the net as UCC is able to get the ball close. However, lots of stick checking and body checking coming from the St. Michael's defenders as they are able to keep the ball out of their net amidst the chaos. Now St. Mike's trying to get the ball out, and that will
Great breakout.
an
by
excellent
number 18.
an excellent run there to
It
get out
gets
and a
pushed down.
hard cross check, and that will
Yeah.
pull out the penalty, as that was quite an aggressive
Yeah.
cross check after he was just able to enter the attacking zone. So St. Mike's will get the ball here.
That means they are one man down, I believe. UCC now.
That's right. There will be a man down, and that will really hurt them on this defense, as they've already had a hard time today in keeping up with the high-octane offense of St. Mike's.
Yeah.
As
So
St. Mike's
UCC
going to work it
trying to-
around
UCC
and
trying
take
to
their time.
play in zone, try to kill the penalty. Just waiting for this penalty to
quick
in
little
time to win
shot
out.
there, but that will go wide.
Yeah.
As it wasn't quite, St. Mike attacker wasn't quite able to chase it down.
And the player able to come back. That was a short penalty there. And they're back to even strength. A hard shot, but misses just wide around the net. A weird angle there. Trying to shoot from
St. Mike now bringing the
the
ball
side.
back in. Coming off an angle. Trying to get a quick cut towards the net. Warded off by
Unable
the
to.
defender quite well as they now bring it back to the top of the zone. Looking to open up another hole.
Another shot just wide. And this time, UCC is able to get there, win the out of bounds rush. Looking to start another attack. UCC just before third quarter ends.
And that is third quarter. St. Mike's, although they didn't score, able to hold on to their lead there.
It was cut by 1, but they're still up 6-3. What are you looking forward to in this fourth quarter? You think UCC can pull back?
Well, the UCC defense did a much better job this time around.
Yeah. Coming out of the half.
We saw a much better job at containing the offense of St. Mike. We saw a lot more steals from off of the St. Michael's attackers. We saw some very smart plays by a few individuals in getting the ball out, and that is gonna help them in stabilizing in this fourth quarter, and hopefully lead to more offensive success as they have increased their offensive zone time.
Yeah.
Just waiting to see that translate onto the score sheet.
It was much more even this quarter, I think. Both defenses were there.
It was a bit more. It was a bit more of a dull quarter.
Yeah.
Obviously, scoring is a little more exciting to see. However, we did get our first penalty of the game there.
Yes.
A pretty vicious cross check, if I do say so myself.
St. Mike's not able to convert on the penalty though, just before the quarter ended, but
Not quite, but again, just putting more pressure on the UCC defenders. You'll see in this fourth quarter, they'll start to slow down a little bit. They'll start to lapse, and it could help them score a few more insurance goals as this game comes to an end.
we'll see if UCC can pull back. They still have 12 minutes to score 3 goals. It could very well happen.
That's right. If St. Mike's could do it in the first quarter, why can't
Exactly.
they in the fourth? Breaking the huddles now, returning to their positions as we have a side change by each team's respective players.
Fourth quarter time. Let's see. No face-off has been won by UCC except for that first one in the game. We'll see if this fourth quarter brings something for them in terms of the face-off. Only one has been won by UCC. I think 7. Nine.
It's been that's the one
Mike's.
part
Yeah.
that we haven't seen much improvement on
Number 66 was able to win for St. Mike's.
from UC.
Able to win every single face-off he's been part of. Number 28, a new person facing off, I believe, against number 66 in St.
Nope,
Michael's.
not new.
No?
He's been there.
Oh. That's just I see the bigger guy. We'll see. Fourth quarter time. 12 minutes to go in this game. 6-3 for the Blue Gales. And we'll see how it unfolds.
Just about to kick off these final 12 minutes of the match. We will find out whether or not UCC has it in them to come back from this 3-goal deficit. We finally got the time up there for you guys. See how accurate that can stay throughout the game. We should get going in just a moment here. Seems like there's a little bit of confusion. Not entirely sure what that's all about. But the majority of the players are in their position and getting ready to start off this fourth quarter. The centers now lined up for the draw, and they are off. A very hard-fought battle there, but it will be St. Mike's with a quick offensive zone possession there, able to rush quickly into the zone off of that victory. And that would be a quick stoppage of play there. And it looked, was it a St. Mike?
I think
That
it
was a
was a goal,
quick
yeah.
St. Mike's goal. We couldn't quite see with the camera angle there, but
Right
a
off the
quick
face-off.
goal by St. Mike's. A fast transition shot there from the centerman, finally getting some scoring action himself, as we do have a new center for UCC in number 19. Lining up once more. And another quick victory from St. Mike's. An excellent job by number 66 in the face-off circle this afternoon.
Much more energetic in this quarter so far. Just running the field. Good quick possessions, able to score right off
Yes.
that first face-off.
And that pass from St. Mike's will be going out of bounds. And UCC, off of that ball going out of play, will be able to get the ball out of their defensive zone and back on the attack as they look to try to make up this 4-goal deficit, as they're in the last quarter of the game to do so.
I don't know, they really haven't shown up this game too much except for that goal spurt. And it looks like a flag is up. And we'll see, it looks like a penalty on St. Mike's, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, it will be St. Mike's. We got official confirmation from our lacrosse expert that that was a penalty on St. Mike's, as they are now
down one man.
And they've now set up UCC in a perfect opportunity to gain momentum and start to chip away at this 4-goal lead that St. Mike's has built up.
Trying to kill the penalty here, St. Mike's playing zone.
And a hard shot there from the UCC attacker that
Just
misses the
wide.
net. But however, UCC can keep contact, can
Another
keep
wide
control of the ball rather, and that shot will unfortunately go out of bounds for UCC.
Another play being set up, trying to go quickly before the penalty is over. Trying to score a point here. Another
And
shot
a
missed.
quick shot there off a couple fast passes from UCC, as that one will also go out of bounds. And it looks like UCC will maintain possession of it once the ball re-enters the field of play, which is just about now, as they look to move it around the horn once more. St. Mike's now back at full strength on this defense. All 6 defenders are back, as that will certainly be a bit of a damper on the UCC spirits, as they were not able to convert on that power play. Some quick rotations from the midfielders. A little bit of a fake horizontal cut there by number 7 of UCC, and that shot will sail over the net with not too much power on it.
Not at all. Very wide, not much of a good shot there. But, yeah, not too good for them. St. Mike's has it. They win the rush, and they all retreat back to the St. Mike's attack zone. Getting ready for another possession here.
We have a couple changes here from the midfielders. Get their more offensive-minded midfielders, short poles out there. Allow for some more agility and mobility on this offense, as they want to really just put their foot on the necks of UCC here. Try to end the game with a 5-goal lead late here in the 4th quarter. Around 8 to 9 minutes left, I'd assume. And an excellent over-the-top play there by the St. Mike's midfielder, as he has to circle back. Quick passes, can't quite get a camera angle on that, and that is a goal from St.
Wow.
Mike's, though.
A
Excellent
5-point
passing play there.
8-3 for the Blue Gales. Another good, like you said, a good passing there. Getting ready for a nice chance to get inside and score the point.
Yes, and we saw a bit more of a layered attack there from St. Mike's, as we had our first midfielder rushing in with the ball. Others were coming in behind, so he could quickly dish it off to another fast attacker coming in, and UCC just not quite able to pick up on the attackers as the defense crumbles once more, on which has been a rough day for them here today. And
Another
that's
face-off won
another
by St.
easy win, it
Mike's.
seems like, by number 66. It doesn't even seem like UCC is trying at this point in the face-off circle, as they've just been utterly dominated here today.
About 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it's looking like the Blue Gales' quarter, Blue Gales' game. 8-3 for St. Mike's, with just under half the quarter left to play.
And if we can get a bit more of a zoomed out camera angle to see the full offense of St. Mike, you see the ball staying up near the top of the zone. At this point, up 5 goals, not too much time remaining on the clock. They're going to take a nice, long, lengthy possession here, and that will be successful. But a quick body check there from UCC, and they're able to get the ball out into their attacking zone and maintain possession of it, importantly, as they look to try to cut the net for a quick goal, but that shot will go wide, and UCC will be able to maintain possession of that as they look to bring it back around the far side of the field. As they look to get some movement, bringing it back up, number 17, passing it across to 31. And it looks like they're trying to open up a hole, but a good stick check there from St. Mike's as they're able to get the ball away, and he knocks it out of bounds, trying to pick the ball up. And that will, however, be a St. Michael's possession now, as they're able to wave off that attack relatively easily.
Yeah.
It's not too much of a fright.
This has truly been no competition for St. Mike's in this quarter, at least. UCC having quick possessions, not really able to convert on anything here. With about 4 to 5 minutes, I think, left in this game, we'll see what else St. Mike's can do.
Yes, we see this offensive possession here. St. Mike's bringing it all the way around the net, getting some good passing going, as they try to open up maybe for another goal. A bit of an off-angle shot there from number 7 of St. Mike's, and that will not quite hit the mark. That was a difficult shot attempted there, but St. Mike's will pick up that loose ball and continue to work it around, bringing it up now up top to the top of the zone. But some fierce defense coming from UCC as they're still trying to get the ball from St. Mike's to try to get some goals here at the end to tie this game up.
Tries to get in, couldn't. Just retreated back, passes it out. Trying to get back in there, he gets there.
Good couple spin moves, and that shot is just a little too high. Yeah. An excellent job there from number 30, though. Fierce defense from the top of the zone, able to work it all the way down that far.
Still
a couple
St.
quick
Mike's
spin
ball.
moves, but not quite able to capitalize on that chance.
First to get there after the out of bounds. Still St. Mike's possession.
Working it back up top once more. Again, St. Mike's, they're in the prime position here. They're just trying to kill some time, trying to slowly set up this offense, maybe tack on a couple more. But their primary goal here is just to get out of this game injury-free, as they have just about secured the victory here over UCC today.
About 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left in this game.
It's about 3. We're not sure exactly. So St. Mike's at this point, it doesn't impact them 3 minutes or 2 minutes. They're just trying to kill time here. Have a nice fierce battle there for the ball.
Trying to keep the lengthy possession
as
here.
they will award the ball to UCC off of that small penalty there from the side of St. Mike's that will result in just a turnover change, as now UCC trying to get a fast transition here. Some nice long passes, not quite able to control it as they enter the zone, however.
Desperate to get in there.
Able to bring it down. That's right. If they want to realistically still try to tie or win this game, they're going to have to score now. And they're not going to be able to connect the passes there. You saw he was hit pretty hard there as he's trying to pass it off to his teammate. He struggled quite a bit there. And we will look to get this game going once again, and that's St. Mike's off of that turnover, able to bring it into their attacking zone once again.
So much spirit and so much energy in the St. Mike's right now.
It seems like this fourth quarter has been almost entirely in their
Yeah.
attacking zone as they've just been clicking on
Bringing it
all
in.
sides of the ball, bringing it around the net once more. Gonna take their time, loop it back around, bring it up high, and slowly work their way in.
Almost the end of the game here, just closing it out. A good victory for St. Mike's if they can manage to keep it going.
And
This energy and
a
spirit.
good hit there by number 2 of UCC as the St. Mike's attackers trying to get his shot off, causing him to miss the net. That's the kind of thing. Although a valiant effort this late in the game.
Yeah.
If they had seen a bit more of that, a bit more body contact on the defensive side for UCC, they maybe would have had a bit more success, and maybe prevented St. Mike's from scoring 8 goals. However, you can't take anything away from the defense. 8 goals is still a respectable amount to allow for this UCC defense, and we just saw an elite defensive showing from St. Mike's.
And you can see the seniors practicing in the background, getting ready for their game at 4:30. I'm excited to watch that.
Yep, we still got this game, Ryan. Gotta slow down there, buddy. So we got the ball working up top once more by St. Mike's. You see the UCC defenders not quite as aggressive as they're seeing the game coming to an end. At this point, trying to work it, try to get some good passing off, try to get off in an even better note leading into their next game. Try to get their chemistry together, not trying to risk injury too much. See if they can run some plays that they maybe haven't done so successfully today or throughout the season, really. As we have some players just taking a bit of a walk now, as looks like that will be the end of the game.
Wow.
As St. Mike's takes home the victory 8-3 over
A
UCC.
great game for them. The fourth quarter was all theirs. No real attack provided by UCC. Lengthy possessions for St. Mike's. No real answer from UCC in that second half either.
That's right. Especially in the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
they were down 4. A bit of a tough ask for UCC. However, they certainly would have wanted to fight back.
It looked like anyone's game in the second when it was 3-2 for St. Mike's. It looked like the momentum was shifting, but St. Mike's was able to just attack more, get the points, and bring it home 8-3. Wow.
That's right. They brought it really close in that first half. However, they just couldn't quite contain that St. Mike's offense, constantly changing, constantly adjusting their plans, running different plays, and just really able to make the UCC defense crumble under the pressure that they were put on. And you saw in that fourth quarter, down 4 goals, like, it'd be difficult for UCC to come back, but not impossible. But you just saw right off the bat, number 66, St. Mike's, quick
Great,
face-off
yeah.
win, quick transition goal, and he just really, he really shocked UCC
Yep.
there, and they just weren't ever able to recover from that.
Quick burst of energy, and they kept it going throughout the whole fourth quarter, just up until the end, just trying to delay the game right until the end, just keeping the possession, and a great win for the junior Blue Gales.
That's right, and be sure to tune in at 4:30, or even a few minutes before that, and we will bring to you the senior varsity, that's what senior means, Blue Gales for St. Michael's facing off against a similar foe in the UCC varsity team. See you then.
parents of the St. Michael's College graduating players please make their way down to the field? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Would the Varsity Blue Gale please line up on their bench and remove their headgear? St. Michael's College School would like to welcome you to the Varsity Lacrosse Seniors Night. On this occasion, we will also take the opportunity to honor our 2019 graduating lacrosse student athletes. We'd also especially welcome the team and families from our CIS brothers from the Upper Canada College to be with us here this evening. We would like to identify the senior members of the St. Michael's College School Varsity Blue Gales with a small token of appreciation for their service to St. Michael's athletics and their representation of the school on and off the field. Each graduating player will be receiving a frame, and we would like to call the following players to please come forward and accept their gift when their name is called. Number 3, Carter Begley. Carter is a 2-year starter with the varsity team, a smooth finisher from the right side. This quiet and capable attack man will be pursuing his post-secondary studies and lacrosse career at Drexel University. Number 4, Matthew Marino. Matthew is a 4-year product of the lacrosse program, playing the hardest position on the field. He gives everything he has, game in and game out.
Matura. Matura. Matura.
Number 6, Rory Graham. Rory is a 3-year letter winner and a quiet leader on the varsity team. A physical force from the left side of the offense. He will be pursuing his academic goals and lacrosse dreams with the Big Red of Cornell University. Number 10, Andrew Dalton. The man affectionately known as Dave has been a do-it-all midfielder for the Varsity Blue Gales the past 2 seasons. Andrew will be taking his prodigious academic and playmaking abilities to Cornell University.
The pool's in the way for camera. Yeah, I'm at camera.
Number 11, Mark Smorenberg. A tireless worker, lockdown short stick defender, and ever-present dodging threat, Mark is a 6-year product of the Blue Gales program. Mark has been accepted to Western University for 2019. Number 16, Daniel May. He's the team hype man, a vocal leader, and an offensive force on the inside. Daniel is also a 6-year product of the lacrosse program. His journey back from injury is a source of inspiration for teammates and coaches. Dan will be joining the Dolphins of Jacksonville University. Number 19, Anthony Amatrano. A quiet shutdown defender and a powerful student athlete, Anthony has been a presence on the lacrosse field here since grade 7. He'll be continuing on his journey at Basilian Education and Lacrosse at St. John Fisher University. Number 21, Liam Ferris. A team leader, multifaceted midfielder, and a dynamic scoring threat, Liam is a quiet force on and off the field. He'll be taking his hard-charging style of play and his field awareness to the Hawks of St. Joseph's University.
Liam, the camera is automatically zooming out.
Number 22, Jonathan Peshko. A 4-year varsity starter, John is a pure goal scorer and a team leader. Constantly drawing his opponent's best defenders, John remains year in and year out among the team lead in goals and points. He'll bring his lethal outside shot and work ethic to Johns Hopkins University. Number 23, Liam Foran. A 6-year contributor to the lacrosse program, Liam remains one of the team's most reliable scoring threats on attack. Smooth hands and a great vision are complemented by his strengths in the classroom. Liam is still deciding between top academic and athletic programs on both sides of the border. Number 24, Hudson Thompson. The third of the Thompson brothers to suit up for the Gales. Hudson is a pure shooter, but also a wily and rangy defender.
So,
A dynamic presence,
it
Hudson
gets
will be
this
pursuing
way,
his lacrosse goals and continuing
won't
his
focus.
academic development at Marquette University.
you see how it had the little arrows up there?
Yeah.
That means you have to restart the camera. The camera restarting the camera. So just turn that off. You kind of push the little button there. You push that and then slide it down.
At all. Like, there's no staff members helping us with this.
His body on the line every single game. Jackson's lacrosse journey will continue with the Blue Jays of Hopkins.
You can move it. By the way, if this is too low, you can shift this around to better height kind of thing. If it makes more sense for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you. Okay, thank you. There you go. Got a camera back.
Thank you.
No worries.
You're welcome. I'm not Steve.
Number 34, Connor Bundy. Only arriving in grade 10, Connor Bundy has become the definition of a team guy. A tireless worker playing the demanding position of D middle, Connor also owns the only perfect shooting percentage in team history. Next year, Connor will be taking his positive presence to the University of Ottawa.
When we're starting live stream? Okay.
Number 40, Christopher McIntosh. A triple threat athlete, student, and dancer, Chris has been a vocal leader and great teammate for all 6 of his years in the program. A sure-handed defender, Chris will be building on his truly impressive academic record at Queen's University in September. Number 47, Max Naismith. An athletic and big-hearted defender, Max pursues the ball with unmatched intensity and dogged commitment. A 6-year product of the Blue Gales Lacrosse, Max is pursuing his D1 career at Bucknell University. Number 50, Matteo Amatrano. A gritty stay-at-home defender, Matteo has also suited up for the Gales program for the past 6 seasons. Overcoming injuries while staying positive and driven, Matteo is deciding between his academic and CUFLA options.
Yeah.
Number 71, James Gray. An athletic and competitive force in the defensive end, Jimmy also balances impressive commitments to hockey and academics. Graduating a year early, he'll be pursuing a sure-to-be lengthy career as a hockey goalie and all-around good guy. Last but not least, we have number 77, Brandon Hoffman. Returning as a 5-year product of the Gales program, Hoff also balances his OHL hockey career with Erie. A shot blocker and physical force on the lacrosse field, Brennan will be returning to Erie in the fall for his second season as a forward with the Otters. All the coaches would like to wish and thank the graduating players and their families for their truly impressive contributions to the Blue Gales lacrosse program. We wish them the very best and all luck in all of their future endeavors. Thank you and best of luck to both teams.
And we are back. To all of our viewers who were around for the junior game, where we saw the junior Blue Gales win 8-3 over
Wow.
UCC. And for those of you just joining us now to catch the senior game, we have the Varsity Blue Gales, St. Michael's own, D1 commit filled Lac squad,
Yeah.
going up against UCC.
Looking to bounce back from yesterday's loss against SAC.
Yes, they've had a bit of a rough season this year, not quite up to the expectations set by themselves and by others here in the school, in their school community. However, they still have the chance.
Yeah. Today against UCC, we saw the junior Blue Gales win against UCC 8-3, and I'm ready to see what's gonna unfold here, Nick. What do you think about this game?
Well, I would say easy dub for our Blue Gales. But
We
events
thought
that happened last night with their loss to SAC, I'm a little concerned, but I'm hoping they're gonna be eager to bounce back and prove themselves here tonight against UCC. And you just saw just before we welcomed you to the night. A few awards handed out to those departing members, those going off to university. We have some scholars, but we mostly have D1 commits to play lacrosse on the Scales team. So lots of expectations to be handled there by coaches Pagano, Lang, and Dinelly. So they've got the expectations. They just got to live up to them today.
Yeah. So what are you looking for in this game? What do you think's the key to the game, Nick? This Varsity game.
Well, to be honest, St. Mike's should be outmatching UCC
Hopefully.
in every position.
That's what we've
So
been
we just
thinking
want
this
to see
season,
some
but-
good team play, some good set plays to see that stellar coaching come through from my English teacher. So we're gonna hope to get that, hope to see that success tonight.
And the face-off should be in just a couple of minutes. We'll see. Yeah, they're just getting to the field now, and we'll see what's gonna unfold in this game. We have 4 15-minute quarters instead of the 4 12-minute quarters in the junior game. A bit longer, but it should be filled with some action.
That's right.
Yep.
A bit longer, a bit more endurance, but as a result, hopefully a higher scoring affair.
Yes. of
Hopefully
course.
some bigger hits, some nicer goals. Not to take anything away from the junior team, that was an exhilarating game to watch.
all the Blue Gales in that game, junior game. Just so much energy, so much action there. I liked it. 8-3 win. And it looks like they're just getting ready to face off. So let's get a live look at the game. Getting ready, the Varsity Blue Gales versus UCC. Yeah.
There we go.
So there's just some chatter going on with the refs, and we'll see when, yeah, face-off should just be getting underway just about now. 60 minutes of gameplay to be had in this game.
and we'll get the scoreboard up for you in just a moment here as we have the centers lining up.
Matthew Collison, our first face-off man of the day, our center.
On the side of St. Mike's, of course.
Yes. They're getting ready.
Lining up.
And
The
that
sophomore
starts.
with an easy win.
Yes.
Bobbling the ball around a little after the fact, but able to get a nice fast break into the zone as they're able to set up an offensive attack possession as they circulate the ball around.
We saw that with the juniors winning almost every single one of their face-offs in their game, and we'll see what happens if it's the same for these Varsity Blue Gales. Passing it around.
Jonathan Peshko now coming up. D1 commit to John Hopkins. We'll be looking for him for a couple goals. Have some good production tonight. Beat UCC as they're just starting to slowly ease into their offensive routine here. A much different setup from what we saw from the juniors. Not quite as circular as of positioning.
Yep.
As they look to abuse a little pocket there. Not quite working out for him, so they work it back out the far side. Quick spin. Able to throw the defender off, and a quick pass, and that's an easy goal.
1-0.
Excellent play there from, looks like that was no, that was not Christopher McIntosh. That was Max Naismith, I believe. That was just an excellent play there as he came off the quick spin move and quickly dumped it off to his teammate, going hard to the net. And that's a nice early result for St. Mike's.
First possession of the game, getting ready. I think that was the first shot of the game for them, and the first goal.
Well, the game did just start, Ryan. And a hard-fought face-off here as Matthew Collison able to get the ball out on his own a little bit, but quickly dumped on by a UCC player as St. Mike's midfielders pound on him and ultimately will lose possession due to excessive slashing there as attackers come back to try to help pin the ball inside their attacking zone, but that will be unsuccessful as UCC breaks it into their own attack and will now look to change off some midfielders for more offensive-minded players as that
pushes him
check
off.
coming out from Hudson Thompson not quite working out. UCC now moving the ball around up top, looking to open up some holes in the St. Mike defense. Cronenberg has a bit of a lane to run through.
That's the first goal.
And the shot from the UCC player easily sails past Matthew Marino, number 4, the goaltender for St. Mike's, as they quickly get an equalizer.
1-0. UCC St. Mike's. Wow. Also, the first shot of their game goes in. No resistance by the goalie, Ryan
UCC
Marino.
goal scored by number
Ryan
5,
Marino's
Tucker
not a player.
That's what
McIntosh.
sorry, who
Blue
was it
Gales.
again?
It was Matthew.
Matthew Marino, I'm sorry. But wow. Goes right in, ties the game up. Another face-off here.
That last face-off being quite a contest between the two centers. Looking to be another strong one again. And that will be a violation on the part of St. Mike on Matthew Collison. So UCC ball as they look to enter the attacking zone. Camera angle not quite showing the ball. Here we go, a bit of a better shot as we see the UCC midfielders working the ball up top. And again, a lot different from what we saw earlier today. We see a bit more of a more randomized positioning here, or randomly appearing. Not as much of a circular setup. And another shot from UCC, but that one misses the net as Matthew Marino, sorry, you've got me all confused now. As Matthew Marino stays with that ball to ensure that it does not enter the net.
St. Mike's possession here, trying to bring it back to their attacking zone. And we'll see what they can counter with on this possession.
Working the ball up top here is St. Mike as they look to grind it down towards the net. We have number 99. We don't have a number 99 on our roster sheet here. We'll see if we can get that sorted out. But we do have some good ball movement. Bit
Nice
of a high pass bit high, but an excellent
Wow.
shot there by number 3, Carter Begley. An excellent job reaching up to grab the pass that was a bit high. Was able to turn it around. You're able to see his tall frame there coming clutch. Just is able to not throw his positioning off too much in retrieving the ball and turning it around for a quick score to take back the lead.
St. Michael's College goal, scored by number 3, Carter Bagley.
Matthew Collison lining up for the faceoff once again, and a quick steal off from the UCC centerman. However, another violation will cause them to have to sacrifice the ball to the UCC midfielders, as they're under heavy pressure to try to get the ball out of their zone, but eventually will do it, getting into the attacking zone. Heavy stick checks there coming from Max Naismith. Some ferocious defense and an excellent shot there, bouncing it in front of goaltender Matthew Marino, as UCC immediately, once again, with the equalizer.
You saw there a nice spin move to pass the defender and get right in there to score the goal. No passing needed. The UCC man just got right in to shoot it and score once again.
Upper Canada
Equalizing
College
it
goal,
2-2.
scored by number 28,
Got
Akim
another
Dwyer.
face-off here. Matthew Collison up again. And we'll see if St. Mike's can answer back just as they did when it was 1-1.
Another really close face-off, as you see Collison's able to scoop it out to his teammate Max Naismith, long pole midfielder, as they're able to enter the attacking zone and now reset their midfielders, get some more offensively minded, short-poled attackers out there as they look to capitalize on their third consecutive attempt. We see a bit of a different setup here from St. Mike's, now going for that more circular approach that we were seeing all day with the juniors, as they now look to condense the circle, as passes are deflected by UCC and picked up by the defenders. Excellent deflection there by the St. Michael's attacker, as he's able to pass it out for a quick shot, and the shot, an excellent shot, looks like it went off the post there, bouncing to the far side of the field, but retrieved yet again by St. Mike's, as they're able to keep the attacking zone pressure. Working the ball back up top. Circulating around now. Andrew Dalton passing it off. Jackson Raposo, 2 D1 commit there from St. Mike's. Andrew Dalton cuts back to the middle with a shot, and he scores. An excellent solo individual effort there by Andrew Dalton
Great answer for St. Mike's.
to regain the lead.
Yeah. We'll see. Andrew passed it to Jackson, but Jackson passed it right back to Dalton, and Dalton able to get in there to
St.
score
Michael's
the
College
third goal for
scored
St.
by
Mike's
number
here.
10, Andrew
We got
Dalton.
another face-off. We'll see what UCC has to answer, if they have. Shaping up to be a good close game here.
Hugh Collison, the grid 11 lining up for the face-off once more. An excellent job by him to keep it away from the UCC defender. UCC centerman, rather. And possession by number 18 of UCC, heavily stick checked by the midfielders of St. Mike, but he's able to get it into the attacking zone, as they are now able to get the ball circulating to start to set up this offense and look to continue the trend that we've seen so far today in responding immediately to St. Mike's offensive efforts.
UCC keeps possession here, passing it around.
Some very aggressive defense here from the senior St. Mike team. We see they're a lot more harder on their stick checks and stick with their men quite a bit more. Of course, that comes with increased effort, as they do have scholarship to try to maintain, and for those few that don't have them, trying to earn them here. As we have UCC still maintaining possession, however not able to get too much offensive movement, not able to set up too many shots or chances as of yet in this possession. We see number 18 bringing it around, trying to pick up some speed. Trying to pass the middle, and a big hit there, right in the middle. Big hit by the defender, number 14. Another player we don't seem to have on our roster sheet, so we'll try to figure out who that is. But an excellent play by him in breaking up that opportunity as he just plants the UCC player on the ground.
The possession stays with UCC. They get another chance to see if they can answer back to St. Mike's. Passing it around. Not able to get in there, number 5. Passing it back out. See if they have another chance to get in and score. Running in but retreating once again. Setting up for another play. A nice pick. Set.
You see a fierce defense coming out from Brendan Hoffman. As all the defenders here for St. Mike, very aggressive, lots of stick checking, and they're able to wither any potential offensive threat here that UCC has shown. An excellent job by them as they now gain possession and try to clear it out of the zone. And it looks like they will successfully do so, thanks to defender Matteo Amatrano as he's able to get it out. And St. Mike's now establishing their attacking zone presence as they look to grow the lead to 2 for the first time today. Working the ball around the top of the zone as they have a bit of a quick drive there. 2 guys in front of the net, and that pass just gets deflected away. Some good stick checks coming out from some of the UCC defenders to prevent any chance that St. Mike attackers from picking up that ball too close to their net. However, St. Mike's retains the ball and tries to break into the middle. Quick shot from the middle, but that's deflected. Very good job from the stick check of UCC as the UCC player falls and gets ferociously stick checked by St. Mike's attackers as they desperately try to keep it in the attacking zone, but UCC midfielders will finally be able to get it out and start an attack of their own. So that's our first 2 possessions, 1 for each side, unsuccessful in scoring any points in this game as UCC looks to even out the score once more. We have a couple substitutions coming out for UCC in their attempt to get one by Matthew Marino once again. And that pass is too high. St. Mike's with the ball now is able to get the ball out and across midfield, set up an attack.
A bit stagnant in the last couple minutes. Neither team being able to really get a good shot on net, being deflected or whatnot. But we'll see if St. Mike's has another answer here.
Jonathan Peshko now with the ball, trying to work it in with his teammates. And that ball will be knocked out of bounds, but St. Mike's will retain possession of it. St. Mike's Carter Begley coming in with the ball now. Lots of speed, trying to break towards the net, and he tries to get a quick pass to Matt through the front of the net, but that will be unsuccessful, and the attackers for St. Mike not quite able to capitalize there as Rory Graham couldn't quite get a handle on that ball in front. As we now have UCC trying to get it out, but an excellent interception there from Jonathan Peshko. That height really coming into play there, coming into factor.
St. Mike's been able to keep it in their zone, getting ready for another set play over here. Behind the net,
You
number
see
16, Daniel May.
Jonathan Peshko and Daniel May working the ball back and forth behind the net as a pick is set by Andrew Dalton for Jonathan Peshko as he works it out to Carter Begley. Carter Begley trying to cut towards the net, can't quite find an angle to shoot, so he will bring it back behind, passing it off to Andrew Dalton. Andrew Dalton now, quick ball fake, looks to fake pass, and a quick backhand shot attempt that would be deflected away and fought over by Carter Begley and Arian Parisha of UCC.
Out of bounds. Both teams trying to figure out who gets possession here.
Both trying to make their cases with the
Yeah.
ref to try to give their team an advantage here. Carter Begley there, not pleased that he didn't get possession of that ball. But here is Arian Parisha working it out to his fellow defenders as they try to get it out of the zone. And they will do so successfully, just barely, as they have to work very hard to get that ball out. Now working, quick shot there by number 9, Dano Riolini from UCC, but that will miss the mark. And that
At
is the
the
end of
quarter,
the
the
first
score is
quarter
St. Michael's
as
College 3,
a
Upper
very
Canada
close
College
and
2.
aggressive physical game that we've seen so far between St. Mike and UCC.
Close game.
Both teams having answers for each other in that beginning of the quarter. A little stagnant on the end in the end of that quarter. Neither team being able to score, but some good shots off by St. Mike's for sure. A good lengthy possession, being able to go behind the net, trying to set up something. Unfortunately, they couldn't, but it shows that they have that determination to try to get it in the next quarter, I think.
Well, at this point in their playing careers, their determination shouldn't be of question, Ryan.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think that's a bit of your young grade 9 mind starting to get to you. But these mostly grade 12s, we only have a few grade 11s and a couple grade 10s here on the side of the St. Michael's Varsity Blue Gales. So a lot of experience that will look to help them carry on this game and keep up that pressure and intensity. We saw on the defense just ruthless defending there, especially by the midfielders, even up high in the zone. A zone that we saw very, very, very uncontested in the junior game. Lots of stick checking, lots of physical defense come out from both sides, but especially that of the Blue Gales, and that's going to be a big difference. We're going to see much more physical play between this game and the last game.
UCC really not being able to get in the end of that quarter. That like you just said, the defense was just like a brick wall there. UCC not really being able to get in to get a good shot off.
Yeah, a few good chances there from the likes of Andrew Dalton, Carter Begley, and a few from Jonathan Peshko even. Just not quite able to make it stick. But the more chances they get like that without being punished by UCC, eventually they will be able to crack through and they will be able to succeed. And so that's something that UCC will need to keep an eye on and try to... They've got to try to stop the storm now. Because if they let the storm keep brewing, the storm's going to break down the house. And that's what we're seeing here from St. Mike's. Just a lot of high intensity chances and some good strong defense from St. Mike's that will eventually build up to goals and eventually the victory for St. Mike.
We'll see. Second quarter looking to start off very soon. The huddle was just broken by UCC, and they're looking to, and St. Mike's also getting onto the field now. Getting ready for the second quarter. I'm excited to see what happens.
And coming back here, we have players getting situated, getting in their positions. Refs getting ready. You see a close-up there of Dano Riolini. He had a couple shots there in that first quarter. Couldn't make either of them stick, unfortunately. But I think he'll be a key part of UCC's attack in trying to stay with St. Mike's. As St. Mike's obviously a very well-respected, very, very talented team. Being invited to go play scrimmages against some of the best teams in North America down in the U.S. So obviously a team to be feared in the Blue Gales, as we now have Matthew Collison lining up with Connell Cusinado. And the draw is off, and a very hard-fought victory there. And that's going to be Matthew Collison coming away with the ball, having to resort back to his defensive side a little bit just to gain the momentum to break it into the attacking zone. But they will do so successfully in the end, as the ball being moved between the attackers now in the hands of Daniel May, as they look to work it back up top to the newly changed midfielders with those nice short poles, allowing themselves more agility. And we see just a bit of slow movement here from St. Mike as they set up. And we don't quite see the play there. If we can get a shot of the ball in the attacking zone for St. Mike's. It looks like the ball did go out of bounds there, but it will retain St. Mike possession. As we see number 99, still not really sure who that is, working the ball around up through Liam Ferris as they try to get into position to launch another attack. Ball being worked down low now behind the net. Carter Begley with that as he looks to open up, makes quick moves, trying to cut the middle, open up a pass, but not quite able to. Some quick movements there from number 99, but that shot not quite able to land as it will go wide. But St. Mike's again retains the possession. Coughed up UCC though now as they try to break it out of their zone. Get the ball into their attacking zone to eliminate that risk of being scored on again and falling down 2-0. And the UCC defenders will do just that as they're able to move it on to the UCC midfielders, as we see right now. Number 12, Hayden Canavan with the ball. And he goes for a shot attempt there, and it appears our camera work is a little shaky right now. We apologize. We'll get that fixed up. But that shot just wide of the mark. And as a result, will be picked up by St. Mike's. Number 14, unidentified player. Moves it to Matthew Marino, goaltender for St. Mike. He makes a good move, a risky move at that, but is able to open up a pass to one of his midfielders, and they're able to get it into the attacking zone in the hands of Andrew Dalton. As we now see the attack getting ready. Jonathan Peshko now moving down the wing. Set up a play.
And St. Mike's passing it around, looking for the opportunity, getting right in there, but unfortunately just wide of the net. St. Mike's retains possession, bringing it back and around. And a great shot by, who was that?
This is all you, Ryan?
It's all me. I think that was Carter Begley, number 3.
Number 3 is Carter Begley, that's right.
A great shot and a great goal. 4-2 for St. Mike's, extending the lead. Biggest lead of the game, just 2.
Now, Ryan, do you want to break down why that goal was so successful? Why that play was able to work this time?
You know, what I saw is that they started from behind the net and they were able to just bring it around Carter. Just getting ready, just breaks through the defense. I don't think UCC was ready for them to come around, score it there. Very good by Carter Begley.
So they weren't ready for her to be coming around the mountain?
I don't think so.
And Matthew Collison in a fierce face-off once again. And a scrappy one involving all 6 midfielders. But Matthew Collison still showing the heart and determination to fight through all 3 midfielders and break it into the offensive zone. As we now have a change from St. Mike's, Liam Ferris heading out there for the midfielders for St. Mike's. They're working the ball around now. Getting set up, getting their proper midfielders on there, out there for the attack. Liam Ferris passing off to the far side as they look to set up. Starting to rush in now. Number 99 is going to have to pass that one off as nothing was forming for him. Ball keeps moving around. Once again, number 99 trying to find a hole, but can't find anything. Back to Liam Ferris on the near wing. Looks to move it around, tries to do a
great crossover there, trying to bring it in.
And the shot goes just barely sneaks in between the goaltender and the post. That one looked like it missed the net, but that was an excellent placement there by Liam Ferris off the excellent crossover, switching hands. Just incredible.
Once again to 3. 5-2 for St. Mike's. Another face-off getting ready to start. Once again, I think it was just it was Liam Ferris being able to shake off the defender there.
St. Michael's College goal scored by number 21,
attack by him.
Liam Ferris.
All by himself, just looking, ready to get in there, breaking down the UCC defense. A crossover won by Matthew Collison quite easily. He's running it through. Passes it
And a
off.
great job by the St. Mike's midfielders to get possession once again. And that starting face-off midfield core by St. Mike doing a great job at getting it into the attacking zone and able to change off to get those offensive midfielders
Dalton
into the
passing it
field
off
of
to number
play.
99.
Working
Setting
it
up a
up
new
top.
play.
Trying to get everyone organized, get everyone together to get going. Number 99 tries to make a quick move. Nothing really forms for him. Quick pass across to Liam Ferris, but nothing. Passing off to number 16, Daniel May, and the
Just
shot
wide of
is
the
going
net.
to be wide. That does go out of bounds and will stay in possession of St. Mike this time around.
No, actually, I think it's UCC that gains possession there. Able to get there first.
Yes, that will be UCC taking possession.
The goalie having it right now, bringing it up.
UCC facing some opposition on the line of the midfield line by number 23. Max Ward is able to get it out, however. And that ball will eventually gravitate towards Dano Riolini, as he has been the offensive threat that UCC has tried to capitalize on multiple times. That's Quinn Perrin passing it off to Atkin Dyer, as it now dished off to Tucker McIntosh as he looks to try to work this ball around a little more, try to open up some more gaps in the St. Mike defense.
Bringing it back out once again, trying to set up a new play. We'll see a pick set by number 5, Tucker McIntosh, trying to bring it around.
Worked back down once again to Quinn Perrin as they look to rotate around.
He's behind the net.
There's Riolini waiting to try to sneak in through the back, see if he can go unnoticed and pick up a free shot potentially.
But they're back out. getting ready.
As we have Tucker McIntosh bringing it all the way back near the midfield line.
That was but
he's able to break free of the defender, passing it off back down low to Perrin, as they have to loop around the back of the net once more, trying to open up those passing lanes.
Bring it back around once again. Third, fourth time, I think. Just looking for that right opportunity to get in there.
And there's a flag there. There's a flag there on the play, as it looks like it will be St. Mike's getting flagged for that. And it looks like UCC will try to get some more attackers out on the field, take advantage of this and cut their deficit down to 2.
One man down for St. Mike. They have 5 players. Trying to kill the penalty now for the next little while. Playing zone here. UCC passing it around. Being patient, getting ready for a good opportunity since they are a man up. Passing it around once again. Wow. Keep going in circles, trying to find the pocket that might become available. They find it there, but unfortunately the shot is wide. And St. Michael's is back to full strength. Good penalty kill by them. UCC just spent too much time passing it around, not risking it with a shot.
It was a great job by that defensive core, keeping the ball out around the outside of the zone, keeping it on the perimeter, not allowing them to get too close to get good quality chances. We do still have UCC possession, however, in the attacking zone as they look to trade off, trying to drive towards the net. As that's Brandon Dale trying to drive towards, passing it off to Linus Deck as they try to grind it down towards the net. Pass off
Number
to
15, Brendan Dale. Not getting a good shot off there, just wide.
a powerful shot, but not quite able to contain the height of it,
And Quinn Perrin
as it
being
will
able
sail
to
over the net and out of play. However, still in possession of UCC, as Perrin will work it down low. That seems to be his wheelhouse so far tonight. he's being heavily defended there by Matteo Matrano.
Looking for a chance to get it out. Does, but
And Liam
unfortunately not a
Ferris
good pass.
on a hard sprint there to get the ball out, and he will bring it all the way down, run it all the way across. An excellent effort there by Liam Ferris as he brings it from his own defensive zone, runs about 40 yards as fast as he can, and was able to whip a shot there over the UCC goaltender to extend St. Mike's lead to 4. An excellent effort there by Liam Ferris.
Good defense created that
St. Michael's
great
College
opportunity
goal
there.
scored by
A
number
bad pass
21,
because of the
Liam
pressure
Ferris.
that St. Mike's was able to provide, giving Liam Ferris the chance to pick up that loose ball and score the goal. Wow. A great chance, great opportunity by them.
That was an excellent play there by Liam Ferris, being able to fight for that ball, as we now have Campbell Dowd of UCC going at Matthew Collison, who has been a rock here in the face-off circle, as it looks like we are going to have a quick redraw here, as a bit of a violation there from Campbell. And Campbell wins that one relatively cleanly off of Collison. Collison not quite able to get the footing on the ball that he had wanted. However, it does go back into the defensive zone for UCC, and St. Mike's middies are able to do a great job at containing it in the zone. That's Matthew Collison able to pick up the loose ball, work it across the far wing, and work it down low.
Bringing it behind now. Getting ready to set up something because the attackers aren't really set up in the place in front of the net.
Yes, as we have some midfielders changing for St. Mike's. Rory Graham now with the ball.
Just waiting for that opportunity, which seems to be coming now.
Yep,
as
just waiting to get the right attackers
Yep.
on the field here for the St. Michael's midfield.
and now they're ready to set up and go.
And we see some movement. We got midfielders going down quite a bit lower than that we saw earlier today.
Good save.
And that will be a save, you're correct, from the UCC goalie, as he's able to peel off with the ball, maintain possession, and get some space for himself as he looks to pass this ball off and get it out of their zone. And they're able to do that, not cleanly. So a bit of a fight for possession in this
Little
UCC
confusion
attacking
there
zone.
now.
A big mess of players. But in the end, it is Henry
A
Fowler
broken
who's
stick
able
there.
to
A
get it
broken
out.
stick from one of the St. Mike's guys.
Yes, that's the head coming off the stick, needing a quick change here, as we have Matteo Matrano running onto the, or Max Naismith rather, running onto the field in replacement of the broken stick. As it appears,
And the ref picking up the broken stick. Just a quick
a bit of a stoppage
Stop
of
right
play
now.
here.
line change being able to be brought on by St. Mike's. Getting ready for another possession. St. Mike's with the ball to start this.
Yes, and they'll be looking to break it out of the zone. We haven't seen too much good offensive pressure here from UCC when St. Mike's
Not at
has
all.
possession in their zone. They've had a relatively easy time getting it out of their zone.
Oh,
And
a
it
bad
looks like
pass
it's not
going out
too
of
different here.
bounds.
Even with the bad pass, not quite able to corral it there. So UCC will get the ball back in their zone.
And UCC passing it around. Trying to find an opportunity. There we go. They go in, but unfortunately not able to get in far enough to score. Oh,
An excellent chance there, but the
Last
shot
minute of play
gets
in the
stick
second
checked there
quarter.
as he shoots by Brandon Hoffman,
but
causing
UCC
him to release it a little early and shooting it over the net.
UCC keeping possession here. A good play there, unfortunately stopped by the St. Mike's defense there. But they get it back, going around. Shaking off the defender, number 5, Tucker McIntosh. Passing it back, just as he got in. And number 25, Chris Williams, scores to give to cut UCC's St. Mike's lead 6-3 now. Chris Williams, a great shot there from behind the net, being able to come forward and shoot it pretty well.
And that's exactly the offensive pressure that we needed to see from UCC if they were going to be successful here tonight. Finally able to grind down that St. Mike's defense with their longest attack possession yet of the game. Of course, coming off of a pretty crucial error there from St. Mike's, just not able to get some good passing there, really, on the breakout. As you have Matthew Collison once again in
Long
a
face-off here.
hard-fought battle
Still
against
going.
Campbell Dowd.
Upper Canada
All
College
tied
girls
up.
scored by number 25.
Still very
see.
aggressive
Chris
both ways, and
Williams.
Matthew Collison finally able to peel it free, but it goes into their
Oh.
defensive zone as he's able to
Collison
grab
had
it away from UCC attackers and corral it towards their own offensive zone. But the pass will miss the mark, and that ball is worked back with the UCC defenders. But it looks like that will be the end of the first half. 6-3, the final score of the first 2 quarters of play here in the senior battle between the Blue Gales and UCC.
The lead was cut in
And at
half
halftime, the
by
score is
UCC.
St.
It's
Michael's
now
College
6-3. You're right.
and Upper
And
Canada
we'll see
College
what
3.
happens in the next half. So what do you think went right for St. Mike's there? They were doing pretty well.
Well, they made some crucial mistakes.
Yeah, just at the end there, but
They definitely struggled a few times when the pressure was put on them. So that's something that UCC will definitely look to do more, especially in that attacking zone when St. Mike's does have possession of the ball. I think overall there hasn't been any glaring mistakes from UCC. I think it's
Just a
just
couple,
been
yeah.
simply just an outmatch of skill
Yeah.
on St. Mike's behalf. Of course, we mentioned earlier, but almost all these senior players for St. Mike are committed to Division I universities to lacrosse in the U.S. So that's very impressive, very hard to overcome for UCC.
yeah, so that's been the game so far. It's been going pretty well. These last 2 goals, one for St. Mike's, one for UCC, both stemming from bad passes. The St. Mike's one, just a bad pass overall, even though there were no defenders. And with the UCC one, great pressure by St. Mike's, being able to force a bad pass with Liam Ferris, being able to get there and score the goal quite easily off that breakout.
Yes, and we see a big difference between our first game between the juniors and now the seniors. Right now, we see just much more aggressive defense. Obviously, as these players progress, they will become more skilled, have better shots, have better handles with their stick and all. But we do see much more aggression coming out of the defensive end. You really cannot get any space for free here in this senior game. You see as soon as they cross the midfield line, instantly being stick checked, instantly being pressured, and just in general more body contact we've seen already.
And that's where UCC had to keep passing it around in circles 4 or 5 times before they were able to even get a quality shot there.
That's right, just trying to open up some gaps, open up some opportunities for players to try to grind down the defense and find holes to try to slip through and get a better percentage shot off. As we've seen, when they are successful in doing that, we saw it twice in the first quarter especially, when they are able to get closer to the net, open up just a little bit of space. You saw how effective it was and how Matthew Marino wasn't able to make a save on the 2 attempts that UCC had there in similar fashion both ways, getting nice and close to that net. Matthew Marino was just not able to cut off those angles, and the defense just lapsed there. But now that St. Mike's has woken up, they've been much more tight on the defense and much more creative on the offense. We saw a lot more creativity coming out from the likes of Andrew Dalton, Carter Begley, and that really opened up the field for other players to score. And so it looks like we need use. It seems as if as the game goes on, St. Mike's will wake up more and more and start to excel more and more. We saw that first quarter was very, very close, but then this second quarter just now, you see like as the game went on, they started to wake up more, and that second quarter was not very close. If we're not kidding anyone when we say that, it wasn't very close.
They were
Most of the time spending in their own attacking zone. So I think as the game goes on, we'll see more and more of that, and they'll really start to show off that skill gap between these teams.
Sure. So we have a great couple minutes for the teams to rest and talk about what went wrong, what went right for them. We have UCC just in the back over here, talking about how to claw back in this 6-3 deficit for them.
That's right. And what would you, as the UCC coach, be trying to tell your players right now on how we can make up this 3-point gap?
No, I'd be talking about how maybe I like that they're passing it around, trying to just passing it around in circles, getting ready for that quality shot. They were able to get 2 goals off of just passing it around, wait for it. But they need to stop having these little errors, trying to not be pressured too much, being cornered by the St. Mike's defense, which happened leading to 2 or 3 of these 6 goals from St. Mike's, being able just being pressured too much by St. Mike's.
That's right, and we saw really the spearhead of that offense in number 99. We do have a name now for number 99. That is Edward Q. We saw him really be the spearhead of that offense. A lot of the early ball movement
Yes.
working through him as they tried to almost wait for him to try to get a gap going. And it looks like we will be starting up the third quarter here, half number 2, in just a moment.
Let's get a live look at the field. There, we got a live look at the field. Just a couple more minutes before the players get on the field to start the third quarter, the second half game. But we'll take a little break before that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. The 5 minutes are up.
And we are back just a little bit late here to start off this third quarter, as we did have a St. Michael's victory on that face-off, as they are now establishing zone presence and control of the flow of the next couple minutes of the game here in their attacking zone, as we have Jonathan Peshko and Liam Ferris leading the way for St. Mike. Liam Ferris, fast break, tries to pass it across the net. Gets it to Carter Begley, trying to get it quickly in front.
Great goal. Wow. That was nice and quick. Quick passes there. Or was that? Yeah. That was a goal. Yeah, perfect. Wow, quick passes there. Getting right into the game. You know who scored that goal? Were we able to see?
No, because you cut me off as I was watching it. But we do have a goal from St. Mike, so that will extend the lead back to 4. That will give them a little bit of comfort as we start off the second half. And now our starting midfielders here for St. Mike's in Hudson Thompson, Matthew Collison, and Max Naismith head out there. Take another draw as we have Matthew Collison going up against Campbell Dowd. Once again, had a number of really hard-fought battles. That one won relatively easily by Matthew Collison, as he's able to bring it into the zone, and now a few changes coming out from the midfielders of St. Mike's, as we have Hudson Thompson, number 14, winding up a little bit as before he gets off, change for a more offensive midfielder. We have this movement coming out here for St. Mike's, and we have a 6-man violation. We had too many men, it looks like, in the defensive zone, causing a turnover to UCC, as we have Tucker McIntosh rushing in quickly, seeing if he can get a fast break, but then peeling off to set up a quick play here from the side of UCC, as players set in position. We have Kyle Busso in front of the net. Look for him to try to slip behind the defense, try to see if he can get an open shot off. And a diving attempt there by Edward Q to try to keep the ball in and give St. Mike possession, but unsuccessful in doing so. As Atkin Dyer will keep the ball for UCC and pass it off to his teammates as they look to try to open up gap in the St. Mike defense. Ball now coming back into play here from the far right corner of the field. Worked all the way back to the top. And we have a bit of production error, but we're going to power through it. As we have McIntosh once again with the ball, looking to create something, using his legs, running cross field, passing it off to Kyle Busso, passing off for a shot to Zane Asaf, but that shot will miss the mark, and that will be a turnover, and give St. Mike possession to try to get it out of their defensive zone. UCC maintains possession, however, comes up to the top to McIntosh as he's forced to pass it down low. And a quick break trying to catch guy running through the middle.
2 defenders, wow.
Not
2
quite
defenders
able to
on
get
him.
it, but a 3-man effort there from St. Mike's to get that ball away from the UCC attackers as a smart play there by Atkin Dyer as the ball is bouncing out of bounds off of the stick of Brendan Hoffman, and he smartly opts to not mess with it and just take the possession once it re-enters the field of play. And some changes coming out from UCC as they've been in the attacking zone for quite some time. Trying to get some fresh legs out there, trying to kickstart.
Hayden Canavan
something
trying to
here.
shake off the defenders. Trying to bring it in. Still has it, running with it.
Can't quite get the angle to cut into the middle there.
Getting ready, just passing it off.
Once again, McIntosh, spearhead at the top for this UCC offense. Trying to cut around Canavan. Can't quite get the angle, just barely gets around the defender, but not enough room between him and the net. And so he will take a shot. And did that go in? It looked like it did go in, actually. So that was an excellent job there. Very hard angle, hard percentage shot there from McIntosh, but he's able to thread the needle on Matthew Marino, who hasn't seen too much success on the shots that have been directed on net.
UCC bringing it just a bit closer. 7-4 for St. Mike's. And another face-off getting ready to be had here. But that was a pretty lengthy possession by UCC. Each time it went out of bounds, UCC was able to keep possession. And eventually they broke down the St. Mike's defense.
And Matthew Collison and Campbell Dowd once again on the face-off, but an easy win there by Collison. But there is a violation on the face-off. So possession awarded back to UCC as James Matheson will carry the ball into the attacking zone for UCC before changing off again for a short pole midfielder. Try to get more agility throughout the attacking core. Ball moving throughout the outside, trying to see if they can open up any chances. But the St. Mike's defense is staying on their men quite well right now, with an extra guy waiting in the box. Back up to McIntosh, but he is quickly doubled by 2 defenders, forcing him to pass it off to the far side.
And UCC being patient around here, just passing it back and forth, waiting for a little pocket to open up. Maybe now with number 27, just a little bit wide. Kyle Busso shot just a bit wide, and UCC able to keep possession, getting there first to the ball. With Tucker McIntosh at the top of the field, getting ready to start off another play. And a shot just hitting the post, I think. And it looks like it goes right out of bounds. The UCC man keeping possession, able to get there first once again. And at the top of the field, once again, getting ready to start another play. McIntosh having it.
Again, working it around the outside. Not quite on the action there. Working it around the outside, going all the way around the net. Has some quick agility in front of the net there by McIntosh. Not quite able to get the shot to land on net, as that will go wide and out of play. However, maintaining possession for UCC.
Yeah, trying to shake off the defender there. Just able to a little, but the shot just wide, bouncing out. Kyle Busso bringing it around. Trying to shake off St. Mike's. Another shot just wide once again. It looks like. And UCC being able to keep possession once again. A very lengthy possession here for UCC.
Yeah, but that's unfortunate because they just can't quite make the shot land. As they try to take another one, but a good block and ensuing stick checks. As a lot of physical play coming out between a few of the players here from either side. And that is Connor Bundy of the St. Michael's defense that was able to stall it out long enough to get other guys some rest. And that's now James Matheson, number 7 from UCC, maintaining possession for the Blues as they continue to work it down below the net. Breaking it back around the far side, seeing if they can finally try to break through as Chris Williams has to pass it off. And it will continue to make its way around through the entire team as that pass attempt was stick checked as the attempt was made. But that somehow bounces into the net. What kind of
Wow.
mishap happened there?
No, I think the goalie had it, but the UCC attacker was able to stick check him and able to bounce into the net.
Yes,
Another goal for
and you
UCC.
saw just a lack of defenders in the
Yeah.
area for St. Mike. For some reason, the defenders had all split off, maybe expecting the ball to be getting out or something like that. But there were 3 UCC players all around Matthew Marino, so he just got hounded as soon as he was able to pick up that loose ball. And eventually they were able to get the ball by him before help arrived.
The lead shortened once again, 7-5, still for St. Mike's, but it's becoming closer. UCC controlling this quarter quite heavily so far.
That's right. And now Collison and Dowd once again in the face-off circle. Lining up in just a moment here. Here they are. Looking for another physical confrontation in the circle. And we've got a bit of a delay on it. And we have a violation by Collison, as that awards UCC the ball in this first possession here after scoring 2 goals to lessen the deficit. Now moving it into the offensive zone.
Possession
And
kept
St.
by
Mike's-
UCC.
But St. Mike's able to get crucial changes off at the start on their midfield side as they start to mount for a defense against UCC. UCC again opting to try to take that long
Another
circular
goal
route.
by
But
UCC.
a quick shot there by number 18 of UCC, Linus Deck. And now we are talking about a 1-goal game. Somehow St. Mike's choking away 3 goals in a row, just not having any semblance of a defense at the moment.
Not at all, and just controlling this quarter, UCC. Continuing to have all of the possessions in this game, all of these lengthy, good quality possessions have been all UCC. Nothing St. Mike's so far. The 3 attackers in the St. Mike's zone not getting any action so far. Another
Collison and
face
Dowd
off.
once again, but Collison able to break away with it. Quite freaking. That's
Eddie
Edward
Q.
Q picking up the loose ball. And it takes a quick shot, but that will go out of play. And it looks like UCC will be able to pick up possession of it on their re-entry.
A good breakout though by Eddie Q. Being able to get in there. Unfortunately, the
Trying to
shot
get a
just
quick
wide.
transition goal.
Yep.
And a great interception there from St. Mike. As it looks like that was Edward Q once again on the interception in midfield to keep the ball in the attacking zone. As St. Mike's looks to retaliate to these past 3 goals.
Now St. Mike's setting up a play. First play being set
Andrew Dalton
this quarter.
commandeering the offense now. Looking to open up some gap as he slowly makes laps around. Quick move, tries to get the ball. An interesting pass there from him as he passes off to his
Saved.
teammate. But an excellent save there on the shot.
Saved by goalie Thomas McDonald. A great save by him. Giving UCC another chance to bring it up.
McDonald now trying to find a nice breakout pass to get the ball into the attacking zone, and he will be able to find the space to get it all the way across into the attacking zone as UCC tries to go for a quick transition goal, and it looks like the ball will just miss the net there as Matthew Marino bolts out of the net to try to grab possession of that ball.
Just wide, and it looks like, yeah, UCC keeping the possession here, being able to get there first. Bringing it back out, getting ready to set another play up here.
Liam, just letting you know, doesn't look like there's
See
anyone.
McIntosh trying to work on the defender once again,
Anyone at camera three.
but still just constantly being forced away from the middle of the field there in front of the net. Constantly being stick checked and guided further and further away. And that's UCC still with the ball, the upper field, but again, that consistent, persistent defense from UCC, from St. Mike, rather.
Stick falling and going out of
Turn
play,
number 8,
and it's
sorry.
UCC ball. I mean, St. Mike's ball. Sorry,
Yeah,
UCC man dropping his stick, didn't it?
And
Take it
St.
out.
Mike's midfielders now trying to rush quickly into the attacking zone, not allowing the UCC defenders, attackers rather, to get any pressure on them from the back. As we now have number 6 of the Blue Gales, Rory Graham, being at the head of the offense. As ball goes down to Edward Pugh, looking to open something up for his team as he's
Last
quite
minute of play in
isolated
the third
with
quarter.
solo defender, trying to work around, build some speed, get the quick pass off.
Shot
That shot is
deflected.
deflected and stopped by
But St.
UCC
Mike's keeping the
defenders.
possession.
And continued work towards the net, but another shot that will miss the net there, unfortunately, for the Gales attackers. As they're looking now to re-enter with possession once more. Carter Begley trying to work around the defender, trying to pass it off there, but a little too high, and that will be intercepted in the end by UCC. Number 8, Oscar Brown, the defender, as he brings it all the way into the attack field, and he's
And
still
then,
going,
wow.
trying to get on the offense, and he will score. And that is a tie game. An excellent storm surge here coming out from UCC. Now
was-
being pitched in by defender Brown.
No, that was
Even.
number 1, Quinn Perrin with the goal. Over
Quinn
there.
Perrin, all right,
Yeah.
from the assist from Brown as he was able
Yes.
to
Upper Canada
get a good
College
interception
goal
and
scored by number 1.
Making it
Quinn
a
rush it,
tie
rush it
game.
into the attacking zone. And that is a tie game. We have
Wow.
not seen that much production on either side of the ball here
Since it was 2-2
in this half.
was the
from
last
St.
time it was
Mike's.
tied. And we'll see if St. Mike's can answer. No, not many. This has all been
And
UCC
St. Mike's
here.
now trying to change it up in the face-off circle. They got Edward Q, and a great job by him, able to pick it up one-handed. Quick pass off to Connor Begley as they try to establish a quick transition goal, but not quite able to do it. Back out again once again. Trying to get a couple passes and a quick shot. Excellent goal there. Was that Carter Begley, I believe? Yes, Carter Begley with an excellent shot there. Or rather, no, number 16, Daniel May. A bit hard to see from how far
St.
back this
Michael's
camera
College
angle
goal
is.
Scored by number 16,
either
Daniel
way.
May.
Either way, we have a goal from St. Mike's, and we have confirmed that to be Daniel May, number 16. And St. Mike's finally able to take back a bit of the momentum that UCC had built up there throughout the entirety of the quarter. As we now do have Collison back at it against Dowd, and he's very physical with Dowd, trying to just put the body into it, as Andrew Dalton's able to swing over and pick it up. And he just picks it up and throws it up in the air to try to stall out till the end of the third quarter, and that will be right now. So approaching this last quarter of play, the
Ladies
St.
and
Michael's
gentlemen, at
lead
the end
has
of
been
3
reduced
quarters,
now
it is a
to
close
a
one.
single
The
goal,
score at St.
as
Michael's,
the momentum carried through by
8 and
UCC
UCC
was just
7.
too much for St. Mike's to handle, as they were able to score 4 goals coming back from a deficit.
Almost all UCC there, except for the end. A nice quick possession by St. Mike's to try to get that 1-point lead back.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that goal at the end of the quarter is going to be crucial on maintaining their presence in this game. Had they not scored that goal, we still have UCC still has all the momentum.
Yeah.
They still have all the energy. They would have just continued on this fourth quarter, and without a doubt they would have won. But now St. Mike's, not only did they give themselves a 1-goal lead, but they kind of put a damper on all that momentum that UCC had. And
a bit of momentum.
they're keeping themselves in the game, but this is still UCC's game to win. They still showed a lot of progress there in that third quarter, and they will look to carry that on into this fourth and final quarter.
Yeah, coming out of that second half, just a lengthy possession by UCC, leading to that first goal of the half, and then another lengthy possession, giving another one, and then just a quick one, just a barrage of goals.
That's right.
A barrage of goals
a couple
by UCC.
a couple transition goals, too quick for the defense of the St. Mike's to get set up, and that was really the death of St. Mike's in that third quarter. Not all is lost for St. Mike, though. They're still able to walk out of that with a 1-goal lead, thanks to an excellent play there by Daniel May, able to get a good shot off. We saw Edward Q being put into the rotation a little bit, taking face-offs. He was out for a while leading up to that.
Yeah.
But as soon as they were able to get him back into it, St. Mike seemed to stabilize a little bit more. So perhaps we'll see a bit more of him in the midfield position. Again, we saw him a bit in the first quarter at the head of the offense. Didn't see him for a while, and then now putting him back in seemed to really put a bit of a damper on UCC's offensive surge.
Yes, for
and
sure.
Gave a little bit more power back to St. Mike's. And we are starting here once more. Got players on the field.
Getting ready to face off here. It looks like we have Edward Q facing off to the start of this fourth quarter. Just like you said, when he was put in the rotation, St. Mike's was able to slow a bit of that momentum from UCC, and he's being put in to face off against UCC in this fourth quarter. Getting ready to face off here.
Dowd versus Q once again, and Q and
Wins
quick attack there onto Dowd. He gets a quick transition and a quick shot onto UCC goalie, but that will be a great save by him as Carter Begley chases that ball out of bounds as he tries to get possession for his team, and it looks like he will do just that. An excellent face-off there by Edward Q. Almost leading St. Mike's right to a quick transition goal. As we now have St. Mike's making some midfield swaps, getting some more offensive-minded midfielders out on the field. Fake shot there as
Liam
he
Ferris with it.
chooses to fall back, loop back around. Ferris opens up now up top as Peshko works it down low, tries to get it to Begley, and Begley will go for a shot attempt there, and that is a goal. An excellent shot there. A bit of an underhanded shot, catching McDonald, the goaltender for UCC, a little off guard there. That was a very creative play on his behalf.
A bit of an off angle there, I think, on that shot, but a good opportunity for St. Mike's, making it a 2-point lead for them. We can get the graphic back up here to show.
Yes, we'll get the scoreboard up in just a moment.
Yeah.
There it is.
9-7 for St. Mike's.
St. Mike's looking pretty strong here to start off this quarter.
The energy brought in right at the beginning by Edward Q, getting that good opportunity at the beginning, though a missed shot.
And that's a face-off violation on the behalf of Dowd, as this will result in St. Mike's ball for Paulson, I believe. Or no, it's just a broken stick. So it looks like now Carlson and Dowd facing off once again. And again, very aggressive, very physical, but Carlson able to come away from it, using his larger frame and weight to take advantage of Dowd there as Dowd subs off. And we have, once again, the Gales with the ball, working along the wings. Daniel May passing it up top, just out of frame here as he comes back in. Being worked around now. We have St. Mike's slowly getting set up. Again with the lead, clock is on their side, so they are in no rush as they look. A few guys running a little harder, trying to scare the UCC defense, but UCC defense able to spring onto the loose ball and able to get it past the half-field line. And that's a quick offensive transition for UCC as a double team on the defense there are able to get the ball away as it looks like number 5 of UCC. Yes, McIntosh gets a good stick there on the stick check, but UCC will maintain possession as they work it down low. as St. Mike's defense gets oriented and gets ready.
And they're setting up their patient play over here that worked so well for them in the third quarter with those lengthy possessions. And we'll see if they can score to bring it to a 1-point game here in this fourth quarter. UCC, number 9,
We have
Dano Riolini.
Riolini again, the focal point at the early start of the game. Get the good shot off, but an excellent save by Matthew Marino, as there was a bit of an off angle, but his pass is deflected. He has to run back, and Riolini can't quite get the stop there on that ball, as we have Anthony Matrano there with getting the ball out of the zone for St. Mike's as they re-enter the attacking zone. Looking to add on to their lead now to build a bit of a cushion.
And just behind the net, seeing if he can shake off the defender.
An excellent move there.
And a
stop
great
and an
goal.
excellent shot. If we can get a bit of a zoom in there, see which player that was.
Looks like
our cameramen are asleep right now. We apologize.
Looks like number 23, Liam Foreign, it looked like, I believe.
Potentially, but either way, that was an excellent move by that player, as they were able to make a quick cut into the middle and get a bit of a better line of attack with a nice quick shot on the goalie. McDonald never stood a chance, as that now makes St. Mike's lead up to 10 in this fourth quarter, coming in clutch when they need it, as we once again have Collison and Dowd lining up for the face-off.
No, it's Edward Q with the face-off.
Or Edward Q, rather.
Yeah.
Oh, two new people in the face-off, as Edward Q will get the win and get it into the attacking zone very quickly. He seems to be very quick on those transitions from face-off to attack. As St. Mike's now working it behind the net, up the side of the wing and back to the top of the zone. Back off to the wing, just trying to work it down, work it closer slowly, one pass at a time. As now midfield change will come on and open up a bit of a lane there, but pass not quite able to stick. Quick few passes, opening up some chances. No shots being taken, and a quick long shot there taken, but able to be deflected and stopped by UCC relatively easily. Ball moving still up top, working down the wings, and an excellent shot there off the wing. That's number 3, Carter Begley, with a rocket of a shot.
Another tough
from
angle
the far wing. It wasn't that it was too hard of an angle, that was just off-centered, but it was so far away. A really powerful shot, not giving McDonald really too much of a chance to stop that one.
Great shot there. A 4-point lead by St. Mike's, really showing up in this fourth quarter after a disappointing third.
Yes, and you can see the frustrations there on Jack McIntosh, one of the defenders for UCC, as they've just now allowed 3 goals quickly in this fourth quarter after such a strong last few minutes to the third quarter for UCC, as we have Collison going up against Dowd once again. This matchup returning to us in a long, hard-fought battle that will result in Collison getting it into Andrew Dalton, his fellow midfielder, and that would once again be an offensive zone possession for St. Mike as they look to continue to build on this lead. And they will do just that. Andrew Dalton with an excellent shot.
No, passing it off to Rory Graham, who had the excellent shot there. Wow. Great
yes,
assist.
It's very difficult to see when our cameramen can't get good close shots.
Great assist by Dalton.
That's irrelevant, though. That was an excellent job. But
wow.
Again, we see just these quick. That's three face-offs in a row where St. Mike has been able to get quick possession, quick transition into their attacking zone,
and great
able to capitalize off that very easily.
Good chemistry, good passing there, with Dalton passing it off to Graham. And it's 12-7. Wow, a 5-point lead restored for St. Mike's, with Collison facing off.
And
there.
a long, hard-fought battle between Collison and Dowd once again. And now it's just a 3v3 midfield scrum between both sides, as the ball's bouncing all over the place and
still no one
hits
has
are being laid everywhere. And that will finally be Andrew Collison able to pick up the ball and get it into the zone with the help of a big hit from Andrew Dalton. Another quick shot from St. Mike's from pretty far out.
By Hudson Thompson there. It was stopped by the goalie, but a great quick shot, great accurate shot there.
And some quick midfield changes as the ball is bouncing all over the place, but it will return to the St. Mike's attacking zone as they will start to change on some more offensive midfielders.
To Edward Q there, passing it off.
Liam Ferris now with the ball, looking for some options. Now, number 17 here. Passing the ball off for a quick shot opportunity in the slot, but not quite able to get the handle on that. Was the player in the slot. And it bounced off the stick and hit him in the face. That was just an unfortunate bounce there for the Gales. But they will still maintain possession as they get a quick pass to the front of the net. Not quite able to get a shot off. But they
Edward
do.
Q,
Edward
seeing
Q
his
does come
options.
back. Pass it off to Hudson Thompson. Working now to number 6. Working all the way up Danny May with another shot, but a good save here from McDonald. McDonald able to restabilize.
Passing it over the net, seeing if he has
Ball's
any options.
bouncing
but no.
all over the place, but McDonald's able to stay with it, make a crucial save, and UCC eventually able to regain possession of the ball.
No real good possessions for UCC here yet. We'll see if they have any answer to St. Mike's many shots. Oh! And it looks like
Now, can we get a shot of the scoreboard? Is this a timeout or is this the end of the game? We're not quite sure. We should be approaching the end of the game. But just a surge.
no, it's not the end of the game.
Just a surge, though, coming into this break here.
Just a
for UCC,
timeout, it looks
as
like.
St. Mike's has just been dominant
Yeah,
so far in this
for
fourth
sure.
quarter. 4 goals, just completely lighting UCC up and just destroying the hopes of UCC.
Yeah. UCC really not being able to show up here in the fourth after their strong showing in the third. Huddling up, seeing if there's anything they can do to come back here in this game. 12-7 for the Varsity Blue Gales. Wow.
That's right, and the Gales stepping it up when they needed to most. Now with the biggest lead that we've seen so far today in the most crucial time of the game, fourth quarter. Just an excellent job. We saw a lot of fast transitions, some excellent face-offs from Edward Q and Collison, and that will be the end of the timeout as we will get back into the action here as UCC will try to equalize this game with St. Mike's down 5 goals. It is quite the ask against a team as talented and as deep as St. Mike's.
St. Mike's just breaking the huddle now. Little extra seconds to talk to the team, see what the strategy is to close out this game, leading by 5. It's a great game so far. It was very close. It started back and forth in the first quarter. Then St. Mike's pulling out in the second, have a strong lead. UCC coming back in the third, but St. Mike's showing up here in the fourth with a 5-point lead. We'll see if UCC can answer here.
And we see Linus Deck here waiting for the ball from the ref as UCC, coming off their own timeout here, will look to start off in their attacking zone to try to equalize this game.
To Brandon Dale, seeing his opportunities behind the net now. Quinn Perrin in his area, he's comfortable most, staying behind. As the ball circulates around,
And a
little
quick
push.
pass, but a good body check there from one of the St. Mike's defenders, but called an illegal check there.
Yeah.
As he got him a little bit from behind. So that will be a man advantage now. An excellent opportunity for UCC to start to cut down this lead.
And we'll see if UCC can pull out here. They were not able to get a point on the last penalty, but
Here we have Dale with the ball behind the net, working across to Perrin, circulating now through all UCC players in this attack as they try to get some movement with the St. Mike's defenders, but good communication coming out to stay in their position as they look to try to cut off passing lanes. As Perrin has to dump it off, not quite able to get a shot, and an excellent shot there, lots of power, but will miss the net, unfortunately.
a great opportunity, just missed a little. And the penalty is over. We have number 20, Calvin Copeland, coming back into the game. Even strength for the last couple minutes of this fourth quarter.
UCC still maintaining possession, however, in their offensive zone, as another shot is rattled off by Christian Dale, but that one will also go wide. Still maintaining UCC's possession, however, if they keep just missing the mark on these shots, they won't quite be able to make up this 5-goal deficit in the short amount of time that they have left. And another blazing shot, but again too high, thanks to the stick check by St. Michael's defenders.
Great opportunities here, just not capitalizing on them is UCC. Just over the net, wide.
That's right, and a fast break here from St. Mike's as a quick rush transition, able to get the ball out into the attacking zone. Dumped it off to an upcoming player in Andrew Dalton, but not quite able to get a lane to run through. As they now start moving the ball around. And a bit of a screen there in front of the net by a St. Mike's player, and that is a goal, extending the lead to 6. Excellent teamwork there from St. Mike's, as one player was in front of the goalie distracting him, as the others were rushing in fresh
St.
off
Michael's
of a
College
good
goal
defensive
scored
stop
by
in
number
transition.
6, Rory Graham.
Looking like number 6, Rory Graham, with another goal here. What a great shot by him to get in there and score the 13th goal for St. Mike's.
That was just excellent teamwork from St. Mike's.
Yes.
From the defense, quick transition, under 10 seconds, able to get a quick transition and set up a good quality shot. Everyone participating there on the attack for St. Mike's. That was an excellent job from them as Edward Hugh lines up once again against number 10, Dowd, and that is a face-off violation from Dowd, as that will give Edward Hugh the ball, as he has a free entrance into the attacking zone for St. Mike's. They work it to the middle, and a quick pass to the side of the net as that player cuts to the middle and is able to get a quick shot at point blank. And once again, Rory Graham completes the hat trick and is able to score off of an excellent feed from his teammate. Just up close like that, McDonald did not stand a chance.
And St. Mike's lead is double that of UCC's score. Wow, 14-7.
Their lead is double that of their
St.
score.
Michael's
Their
College.
lead, yeah, their lead is double that of
Rory Graham.
UCC's score. I think that's what no, I didn't say that.
That's what you said. That's not proper.
Oh, okay. Well,
Their lead equals UCC's score, as they
Times 2.
double their score, 14-7, and that is another strong face-off by Edward Q, but he can't quite manage the rebound, the follow-up, as UCC number 28, Atkin Dyer, able to pick up the ball and break it into his attack zone.
and it doesn't look like UCC has been able to provide any answer here in the fourth. It's all St. Mike's here.
And the last waning minutes here of the game, as UCC is trying to get a couple more points up on the board, try to make it seem a little more respectable as they're trying to run through some of their plays on the offense, but some just non-stop ferocious defense coming out from St. Mike. All members of the St. Michael's defensive core shining through here. As you see, number 9, Riolini, not able to get anything done there on the St. Mike's defender.
And transition for St. Mike's here. Going
Once
back
again, able to get it into the attacking zone, but quickly stopped by UCC defense. As he quickly gets it off to Perrin, but that will go wide of the net, as it was a very hard angle for him to try to get.
with Riolini behind the net trying to start off a new play. The last little bit of the game, but it goes out of bounds. St. Mike's possession
Carter
here.
Begley now picking it up, dishing it off to Jonathan Peshko as he runs in, but the pass is not quite there for Carter, as that will go out of bounds and result in another turnover in favor of UCC, as they will look to pick up the ball,
Last
try to
minute
get
of
something
play
done,
in the
strike from their own
quarter.
defensive zone, so having to fight through the attackers to get out. He will do so successfully, as he tries to now work on the defense. That's the Linus Deck, dishing it off to his teammate as they try to set up a bit more of a passing play here. You have Hayden Canavan with the pass there to Riolini, but it's a bouncing pass. Riolini barely able to stop it from going out of bounds, and trying to corral it, trying to come back into play now. Gets stick checked as the pass goes, sending it up towards the sky, being quite inaccurate, and it will leak into the attacking zone for St. Mike. As we just, in this fourth quarter, we just really haven't seen anything right for St. Mike's here. They seem to just really struggle.
For UCC.
For UCC, rather,
Yeah.
not St. Mike's. St. Mike's has been
Mhm.
firing on all cylinders this quarter. And that will be the end of the game. St. Mike's just having a utterly dominant fourth quarter over
Yes.
UCC, winning 14-7. 6 goals in that fourth quarter to really just blow the cap off of UCC.
Yeah, bouncing back from that third quarter when UCC was able to
Ladies and
almost
gentlemen, the final
get it
score from
in their
Eugene
favor
Melnick
with a
Sports
lot of
Field
momentum
is St.
swung.
Michael's
Yes.
College School
But St.
14,
Mike's pulling
Upper
out in the
Canada College
pulling through
7.
in that fourth quarter, winning 14-7. Wow.
On
Wow.
behalf
All
of
you can
St.
say about that
Michael's
fourth
College,
quarter
we'd
is
like
the
to
Gales
thank
were
all the
rolling.
friends,
That was just
families,
utterly
and
dominant
fans in the
on their
stands for
behalf.
support today.
And that's the
We
kind
hope
of
you
game
get
that
home
a lot of the Gales players themselves, as well as people in the school community, expected to see from this very talented group. The most talented in terms of number of D1 scholarships awarded. The most talented class in Blue Gales history. So
Yeah.
a truly impressive team that will look to make a very deep run in CISA and hopefully in OFSA later in the year.
Yeah, good on them. Really strong showing today, bouncing back from yesterday's loss, but a great win here against UCC. Great. Just shaking hands to end off the game, and I think, yeah.
That just about does it for us today. We hope you enjoyed our 2 games today. St. Mike's taking home 2 big victories, junior and senior. Senior team just really lighting it up there near the end. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you tuned in. You saw both of the games. They were both magnificent to watch. And so that pretty much wraps it up for us here today.
So from Ryan,
And from Nick.
what a game. Wow.
Have a great day.